My name is Chloe Buck, and I am dually enrolled as an Isaac Bear student at UNCW. How many times have you found yourself deeply invested in the character's dilemma, cheering them on or even chastising them out loud, all the while knowing that it is all a performance? I've always been attentive to the ability of actors to achieve an emotional metamorphosis on screen, one in which the audience's perception of reality is blurred for a moment as they become entranced by the great performance. In middle school, I was the lead in a musical and participated in the school's drama club, which is why I am interested in investigating the mental effect of method acting on a professional level. In this video, I will explain the dangerous correlation between character and actor and the impact this union has on the personal life of performers. The association between performer and character in the film industry makes actors more susceptible to identity crisis and mental illness. This is because the profession of an actor requires them to meet certain demands that can challenge their physical and psychological well-being. One such approach to personifying a role is method acting, which is when an actor uses their own experiences and emotions in a performance to develop an authentic character. The potential damage lies within the confusion performers may have between their personal and professional identities after filming is over. Actors imitate the mindset of their own screen personas by adopting their mannerisms of speech, movement, and personality. The performer's depiction can dismantle the actor's ability to decipher their personal identity from their characters, leading to severe identity confusion. This was the case for Evan Peters, who acted as many characters in the popular TV show American Horror Story. In the show, Evan Peters portrayed mentally unsound or disturbed characters such as Tate Langdon, who committed a school shooting as well as raped and impregnated his girlfriend's mom.
And the Indians believed that blood holds all the bad spirits. And once a month in ceremonies, they would cut themselves to let the spirits go free. You think I'm crazy?
He had also depicted various cult leaders on the show, including Kai Anderson and Charles Manson. More recently, he has had to take a break from filming following psychological problems following his time on the series. Peters admits that his portrayals on American Horror Story were mentally draining due to his commitment to imitating the psyche of people who are psychologically troubled and face manic realities. Therefore, the derangement of the personalities in the show are responsible for Peters' reluctance to assume his role in his on-screen persona, which has impacted his personal life in a negative way. Another example of the detrimental impact of method acting is the psychological demands Anne Hathaway had to meet to play a role in Les Mis. Hathaway had to look near death to play Fantine, a French woman who in desperation turned substitution to take care of her daughter. In order to accomplish this, she was required to lose 25 pounds, which she did by only eating 2 thin squares of dried oatmeal paste per day. This alone is destructive, as starvation can lead to eating disorders and body dysmorphia. Both of these are mental issues that originate from one's obsession over their features, weight, and body. Hathaway's intense physical restraints she experienced to play a role affected her personal life by taking a harmful toll on her mental health. In the horror movie The Shining, Shelley Duvall was put under a lot of pressure to play Wendy Torrance, which initiated her mental health issues. Duvall was constantly degraded on set by the film's director, who demanded that she cry all day to enhance the insecurity of Wendy, as reported by Nikola Bogdanovic.
For that, volley of ideas and sometimes butting of heads together, it wouldn't have come out as good as it did. And it also helps get the emotion up and the concentration up, because it builds up anger, actually, and you get more out of yourself. And he knew that, and he knew he was getting more out of me by doing that. So it was sort of like a game.
At the end of the day, she would be hysteric due to the abuse she endured in order to provide a realistic portrayal of her character. According to Duvall, she was in and out of ill health because the stress of the role was so great. The constant sobbing and bullying the director found necessary to create a convincing character challenged her mental health. Finally, after years of being absent from the spotlight, Duvall was interviewed by Dr. Phil, where she referred to Robin Williams as still alive and a shapeshifter of some sort, that her life might be threatened by the sheriff of Nottingham, a famous Robin Hood villain. Her mental health has clearly deteriorated over the years following her role in The Shining, which acted as a catalyst for her psychological descent. Thus, an actor's ability to tap into emotions to fortify these fictional characters are viewed as a necessary skill, when in fact these techniques can cause actual personal harm. This is because the methods actors use to create realistic characters involves them incorporating real-life issues into their work, which can resurface as a result. For the likes of Anne Hathaway, Evan Peters, and Shelley Duvall, the traumatizing roles requirements have had detrimental impacts in their personal lives, which has caused psychological issues. These cases reveal the repercussions of demanding roles and stresses the urgency of assistance in separating actors from the experiences they had while in character and the mindsets they adopt on screen.